I'm going to do chapter 24, number 12, and I'm going to do it quicker because in 11 I derived the entire model for the monopolist. Here since I just did that, I just drew the thing. And so here we have a monopolist who is are they making an economic profit or an economic loss? This monopolist is making an economic profit. I know that because price times quantity is total revenue. Price times the cost per unit is total cost. This is the equilibrium level of output, by the way, because it's where marginal revenue equals marginal cost, right? So that rectangle right there up top is economic profit because it's total revenue minus total cost. And that's due to the profit maximizing level of output. So they're doing well. Then demand has fallen. What is likely to happen to the monopolist price, output rate, and economic profits? Well, if demand's falling, and actually, no matter who you are, monopolist, perfect competitor, whomever, that's not going to go very well, is it? So let's go ahead and shift in demand falling. Now, does demand affect the monopolist costs? No. That's something different. How about demand affecting marginal revenue? Yes. So if demand falls, let's go ahead. That's a fall in demand, right? I don't have any agenda here. I didn't really put it relative to anything on purpose. That's just where I landed my marker. Marginal revenue has to fall also. Marginal revenue is always steeper than demand and trapped inside demand, so just lower marginal revenue like that. And now think through what's going to happen. Where's the profit maximizing level of output? Always, everywhere, it is where marginal revenue equals marginal cost. So that's here now. So what does that mean about output? Was that one of the things we were asked for? Output rate was one of the things we were asked for. Output has fallen. Okay. What are people willing to pay for that? Well, if this amount will be made, and the demand curve then will tell us what people are willing to pay for it, they're willing to pay this price for it. No, I'm sorry, I messed up. I went back to the old demand curve. My bad. The new demand curve is here. They're willing to pay this price for it. Right? They're willing to pay this price for it. And our cost curves didn't shift. My cost per unit, wow, the way I drew it, it's like right there. So it's real close to being the same as price. So how's this firm doing? Not so well. The way I have it, they're either just right at break even in terms of economic profit, or even maybe operating at an economic loss, because I think I had this black line slightly above the purple line at all points. So I think just the way I sketched the demand fall, it doesn't tell us how much, I just guessed. That put them at an economic loss. So to make sure let me look back at the question, make sure I'm saying everything that we were asked. Demand has fallen. What is likely happening to the monopolist price, output rate, and economic profits? Well, the marginal revenue curve and the demand curve have both fallen. The indicated reduction so we have a reduction in output. We have a reduction in price. So if we have a reduction in output and price, total revenue is falling, but our costs didn't change, so it's getting harder to pay the bills, and it reduced economic profits. In my sort of arbitrary choosing of where to draw things, made it an economic loss. So hopefully that answers everything you need to know about the question.